You know, guys, I really hope that this partnership between Element RC and Knight Customs continues, because look at this awesome rig we got. This is the new Nightwalker, and coming up in this video, I'm going to go over the features of this new body set. We'll touch on the Enduro chassis underneath, and then I've got a really cool spot where we're going to go drive it. First up, let's go over what you get inside the box. Obviously, you get the assembled truck with the body painted and electronics installed. You get a FlySky AMP protocol radio system, instruction manual, decals, some extra parts, the optional overdrive gears, and the total cost, $434 US. And what you're going to need to get it running is a 2 or 3S LiPo battery pack, a charger, and 4 AA batteries. And for what I have right here, it's about $80. I'll have links for these in the video description below, as well as options. Hit the like and subscribe button while you're there. And now we can take a closer look at the Nightwalker 4x4. They worked with James Knight of Knight Customs to help create this body set, along with James DeMello of DeMello Off-Road. But this is obviously a Toyota style truck. They don't have the licensing for it. That's why you see the Element logo on the front grille, but it definitely has a lot of the body characteristics. It is a one-piece body set. There are a number of molded elements on there, such as that front grille piece. I like the texture of the grille, and of course Knight Customs will have options for this setup, so you can go and give it a even more custom look with additional accessories that are 3D printed. They've got light buckets for LED lights, and the clear lens is obviously part of the Lexan body itself. Windshield wipers, the upper light bar that can have LED lights added to it, mirrors on the side, the roll bar out back, even the bed area is painted a flat black. The shape of the fenders have been revised from similar bodies that Element has had before. A little bit wider of a fender, so you know the wheels will tuck right up and in there. Absolutely awesome look to it, and most importantly for a lot of people, clear windows, so you can go and add a interior to it later on down the road. Since they work with DeMello, obviously they're gonna have a licensed bumper from them, and you could add LED lights. There is no rear bumper on this, just this awesome cage work around the spare tire, which of course you could pull off and use if you need to. Last thing you guys need to know, and which I'm really happy to see, is they do have light buckets for the tail lights as well, so you could put LEDs in those. Let's take a look on all four corners here. So we've seen these 1.9 wheels before from Element. I love the gold that they use for this, and the tires are the new General Grabber ATs, and these are a nice soft compound foam insert on the inside, and that's going to be a lot of fun for trail use, so it'll probably give you the traction you need. All right, let's get the body off of this so we can take a quick look at the Enduro chassis. If you're an existing RC fanatic, this chassis is going to look really familiar. We featured it a bunch here on the channel. It's the Enduro platform, and they continue to use it because it works really well. I'm just going to hit the quick points here. This has a steel ladder frame chassis, the short battery box, the floor pan strong shock hoops, adjustable body mounts. The suspension setup is a 4-link in the rear and 3-link with a panhard in the front. Metal links on this kit, and it has the aluminum oil-filled shocks with adjustable preload collars for the springs. The driveline is the Stealth X transmission in the center. This has a overdrive setup in it, which is tunable with the optional gears that they even provide in the kit. There's slider drive shafts down to the front and rear axle, and the connecting shaft in the center of those drive shafts are the aluminum units on this model. The axles themselves are pretty stout units. They've got metal gears on the inside, ball bearings, and metal drive shafts, universals up front, lots of steering angle in these axles. You get up to 45 degrees, and even the steering knuckles have aluminum plates on top, so it's nice and durable. This features the behind the axle steering setup, all metal links for the steering, and then getting into the electronics, there's the Reedy 1532 metal gear steering servo, high torque for a ready-to-run servo, and they have a metal servo arm on it, which is awesome. 550 14-turn 5-slot motor that will give you plenty of torque and actually some decent speed when you're out on the trails. And finally, the new thing in here is this FlySky 2-in-1 receiver speed controller combo. So yes, it is a 2-in-1 unit. It's fitted with a T-plug, but what's really cool about this are all of these optional input plugs here, so you could just add tons of LED lights to this. With the way everything's set up with the lights in the bumper, the headlights, the tail lights, and even the light bar on top, you could add up to 22 LED lights in this. Now, the other cool part about this FlySky system is the AMP protocol that is used with the radio system. So here's the radio again, and if you pop the top here, you can see these little dip switches on the side. These allow you to adjust your brake and even your LiPo cutoff right here from the transmitter. So yes, they've only made a few changes to the chassis itself. The big changes here are obviously the body and the FlySky radio system setup. It's a very cool looking truck. Now we just need to head out to see how it performs. All right guys, we're up at RC Excitement in Fitchburg, Massachusetts. This place is absolutely awesome. It's Rocktoberfest. There's tons of people here crawling. The course is wild, and I've already driven this. It's a blast. Let's go and hit the trail again.
I got a song for you. I think everybody knows.
So we gotta have a chat here, folks. It's been brought to my attention that I drive scale trucks too fast, and it's not scale, and I don't know what I'm doing. Here's the deal. I've been reviewing RC cars before YouTube even existed. And I'm at the point in my RC hobby where I just really want to enjoy stuff. And so that's what you're seeing. That's what the you in YouTube is all about. It's about the creator showing you what they enjoy or what they want to share with you. I kind of like to show the truck as is and the fun point in driving it. And I had an awesome time driving this truck. This truck just works really well. I got to drive with John Schultz of Element RC. We went through the course together at RC Excitement. And it was just so cool to see these trucks working. They got a lot of attention from the crowd, the bright red body, the ability to go and customize it. Everybody, had positive things to say about this truck. I like the new speed controller on here. I think it does very well. Again, I was driving around quarter throttle, a little bit less, sometimes third throttle, and it's got a good crawl to it. Nice smooth descent. These trucks have tons of steering throw, so it was able to maneuver through the course. There was even a spot where John stopped and went, "Whoa, driver, you just nailed that line on it." And the truck is super capable right out of the box. John was actually running with some aftermarket tires on his, and he was just mobbing the course. But I got through with these tires, and I gotta say that they do look a little bit small now that I saw it out in the wild. But they did fairly well. I did have to use some power to get over some of the obstacles, but this is a very cool truck. Endless possibilities for, you know, going and customizing it, having fun outside, inside. The truck held up well. I don't have any problems to report. I would just say watch the front bumper. If you're bashing into things, it might start to sag on you. And then little tip, go and take the rear bumper support, flip it over, and it's going to support the bed area a bit better with that spare tire on the back, and it just won't bounce around on you. Element has some awesome rigs. If you're interested in this one, I'll have links for it in the video description below. And let me know how you drive your RCs. Do you just drive at the throttle at the fun pace that you want to go? Or do you take it ultra serious and have to do the scale thing? Let me know in the comments.